Hey everyone, this is Jerry from the TapTap editorial team, and this is the fourth video in which we continue the investigative video game journey through our platform with this latest episode of TapTap Explored. Check out the 7 new amazing games that we found and reviewed on TapTap last week. Superstorm. If what we are living through right now is the boring apocalypse, Superstorm represents the far opposite end of what we could imagine the end of the world being like. It's the rad apocalypse. The setup here is a generically American skyscraper-laden city that has been covered in lava, poison, spinning razor blades, and unnaturally colored foreboding clouds. Each of the game's 5 to 10 minute levels consists of leaping across the rooftops of this devastated world, hitting various checkpoints along the way until you finally reach your goal. End-to-end, Superstorm is a totally solid, engaging little game, though it's hard not to feel like there's a missed opportunity for more. For what it is, though, especially as a completely free-to-play game, Superstorm is worth spending some time with if you are into parkour games similar to Mirror's Edge. Gun Fungus. There are 3 things you should know right out of the gate about Fun Day Factory's Gun Fungus. Number 1, it's got guns. Number 2, it's got fungus. Number 3, you use said guns to shoot said fungus. Do you really need to know anything else? It's a pretty simple and entertaining formula, as Gun Fungus is an intense and original bullet hell roguelike where you fight through various rooms on randomized alien planets while building a unique run with the weapons, perks, and abilities you find on your path to the final boss at the end of 30 challenging rooms. Gun Fungus is an engaging and breezy experience that's easy to pick up and play a few rounds of without breaking much of a sweat. However, it lacks much depth to be engaging for long periods of time, unless you're one of those people who has to unlock every skin and weapon. This is the video game equivalent of cotton candy. It's sugary and sweet going down, but it lacks any real nutritional value and sustenance. Play this if you like Contra-style games. Gun Fungus may not be as enduring as that classic 8-bit running gun shooter and its recent remake, but it definitely has a similar feel at times. Angry Dad Arcade Simulator. In Angry Dad, you take on the role of Dad. It seems Dad is a big fan of football/soccer matches, and after many losing seasons, his favorite team has finally made it to the finals. He wants to watch the finals match, obviously, but he also wants to be a good dad, so he has to do a lot of housework while the match is going on. And that's the core gameplay loop found in Angry Dad. It's basically a time management, risk versus reward simulator. Does Dad have enough time to fix the sink on his way back from answering the door so he can make it back to his seat to see his team's first goal? Those are the questions you'll be asking yourself as you play Angry Dad, and most times, realistically, the answer is no. Angry Dad is an interesting Sims-type game, but one that could certainly be much better with some more polish and planning. So give Angry Dad Arcade Simulator a go, if EA Maxis' long-running life simulator series is your bag. Pawnbarian. Have you ever wondered, what if chess was way less boring? Pawnbarian combines the strategic depth of chess with the fantasy of a great dungeon crawler. Pawnbarian is a turn-based tactical roguelike puzzle game with chess and card-based mechanics. You can also explore the game's monster-infested dungeons with a variety of different playable characters, each with their own unique passive abilities. A demo version of the game with limited content is available for free, but to unlock all 6 warriors and the remaining 2 dungeons, you'll need to pay $6.99, which is a bit pricey for a mobile game. Play this game if you like chess or Undergrave. If you enjoy turn-based strategic games like Undergrave that we also covered previously on our channel, Pawnbarian might be your next title to conquer. Angeldust. What if I told you endless magical worlds exist where you and your friends could explore and battle fearsome creatures? Would this be a place you'd like to visit? Of course it would. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time we took a ride to sample Angeldust. If you're a fan of Minecraft, you'll probably get the hang of Angeldust very quickly. Like that beloved title, Angeldust is an open-world, sandbox-style game where you can freely explore and collect an assortment of materials to build up the world around you. There are over 450 materials and objects to build with, and a lot of content is unlocked through achievements. It may not click for everyone, but if you're looking for alternatives in the world-building genre, there's no reason not to give Angeldust a try. You only live once, after all. Raspberry Mash. In Raspberry Mash, you play as a young girl who does not wear a raspberry beret, unfortunately, but rather seeks to unleash her wrath upon God. She must journey through hellish dungeons while decimating zombies, pigmen, and other monsters with a wide array of abilities, guns, and high-speed maneuvering. However, Raspberry Mash's gameplay takes a twist on the standard format for most 2D pixel roguelike games. Instead of rolling around and shooting guns manually, your survival relies on an automatic aiming and attacking system that functions only when you stay put. Yes, that means you're supposed to stand still to do damage with your weapons. It's essentially the extreme opposite of a run-and-gun game, or the run part at least. The game features excellent gore-filled visuals, eye-popping animations, and sounds that immerse you in its gameplay. And it features an almost infinite combination of weapons, artifacts, and character builds. This is a title that will kick your ass over and over, but you'll keep coming back for more, so there's clearly something working in Raspberry Mash. Candy Disaster. Candy Disaster is a spin on the tower defense genre, but it would be better termed as a trap defense game. Not unlike the excellent Orcs Must Die games, your primary way of disposing of enemies here is by setting traps into the walls and floors of the mazes that enemies are making their way across. And this focus on traps, rather than the traditional towers, provides room for a lot of inventive options for disposing of your foes. Candy Disaster is in many ways the quintessential tower, trap defense game. It's cute, it's relatively smooth to get through the levels on normal difficulty, and it has tons of more taxing content to keep hardcore players invested for a long time. It is also available in a free ad-supported version, or for a very reasonable $4.99 if you'd prefer to skip the ads. If you're into this type of game, there's not much more you could ask for. Alrighty then, those were the 7 hidden gems we found for you on TapTap this week. You are only one tap away from downloading any of these games on TapTap through the links below. Let us know in the comments if you've already played any of them, and please don't forget to smash those like and subscribe buttons. This is Jerry once again signing off for me and all my colleagues at TapTap.